All right, so we've been getting some work done behind the scenes. I don't really want to go into that, but something I got going that I just checked is I need to pull out, and let me get a light to show you. I need to pull out that overhead cubby hole where the windshield wipers motors go in the cab. In other words, that area of the threshold that goes over the, let's see, this guy up here, because you can see it's all, messed up. Apparently held some water and what have you. And I got this Sawzall blade in behind a seam on here, and I'm going to try to rip that guy out all the way through there. So we'll set this on some time lapse and we'll see you on the other side. All right, I'm absolutely thrilled to get that thing out of there. I'm going to call that the window header. And as you can see, this area up here is really corroded badly, so I'm going to have to try to reconstruct that as best I can. I've got some real corrosion happening up in there. I'm not very good at my metal work, so not sure how good I'm going to be at repairing this, but maybe if I get up to Lazat sheet metal or something like that, a HVAC place, and see what they can do for me, maybe we can get that fixed. But I absolutely had to get that window header out of there because that's where the wiper motors go, is behind there, and that's what these two holes that you see here are all about. That's how you access the wiper motors. But I've got corrosion down here that needs to be addressed. Not sure how somebody with my limited skill is going to fix that, but I'm sure having it out of there is going to give me a little bit of a jump on the game to try to see what we can do to repair this. And maybe some patches, I don't know. It's, like I say, this is above my skill level, but we'll see what we can do. Welding it back in, as long as I put a bead on these two sides here, I've got window valances on either side, is going to cover up some of that sin. But I got to figure out how I'm going to fix this stuff up, and I'll be sure to keep you involved with it because I'm going to learn as you learn. The other thing is when I took out the windshield, all 4 of these bolts sheared off. So now I'll be able to get to those a lot better now. Oh, those 2 look like they came out okay. But these 2 here, they just sheared. And I'm gonna have to take those out, retap, set some new nuts in there or something like that to get that to where the windshield hinges will fasten back up properly. So this thing actually has a bit of structural intent to it, in that it holds the windshield in place. So we'll have to make sure that we do a good job of welding this up and just taking our time with it, not getting in a big hurry, and see what we can do. And then the holes up here are these screws that you see here. That's where the what they call a roof inside a car. Headliner will tie in. And I've got an idea on that I've seen Brent over at Half-Assed Customs do. If you want to see a guy that really does some neat metal work, and I mean, he gets a lot of stuff done. I'm just a putterer compared to that guy. He cranks out some serious work. That's Brent. Can't think of his last name right now. He doesn't go use his last name online very much, but he and his wife are absolutely wonderful people up in outside of Steinbach. Is that Manitoba? I don't know. It's up in Canada, just north of the Dakotas. But yeah, great guy, super work as well. I'm learning a lot by watching him. So anyway, we'll try to get a episode out showing you the removal of that window header in the 36, and I guess we'll have follow-ups on that when we go to try and dress that thing up and put it back together. Thanks again for watching, folks. We'll see you later. Bye now.